Bodyshot Performance. Hope you're well. What are the best foods for energy? Now, energy is something obviously we need for everyday life. It's vitally important for our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual health as well. But what are the best types of foods that we can eat? Now, I do want to add this one point, that food is not just a fuel. It's not just a source of energy. It's a way that we show love for somebody. It's something very culturally important. It's important for the family as well. You know, the old tradition of breaking bread. So food is far more than just a source of energy. But let's just isolate that one particular function of it for now. Well, the key thing is that you eat slow release energy foods. So not foods that cause very rapid blood sugar spikes and then will dump you back down again, but something that's slow release. So look out for foods that are not refined carbohydrate rich or sugar rich, because they are far more likely to send your blood sugars rocketing and then dump you back down again. Look for foods that are lasting, so they have high satiety. Now that typically is protein-based foods. What I mean by that is they'll keep you fuller for longer. So again, it's avoiding refined carbohydrates. We're focusing on more protein-rich foods, whether that's an animal source of protein or a plant-based source of protein. So that would be a second point. The third point would be find foods that are enjoyable. Not bad for you, but enjoyable, because that's also going to create energy for you. Food isn't just about the calories and the macro and micronutrients that go into the body, but it's also about how it makes you feel. And if it makes you feel really lively and energetic and good because you enjoy that food, that's really important. And my last point is choose foods that you respond well to. Now, if you know Bodyshot and you know me well, you'll know that everything is very personal about what we do. So find foods that do not cause inflammation in the body, which is a real source of ill health, including things like depression as well as physical health. If there's inflammation in the body, cells will be directed to that source of inflammation to try and get rid of it. So that's going to waste your energies away. You also want to think about foods that go with your system. So if you have genetically tested yourself, you'll know your sensitivity to things like carbohydrate, saturated fat, gluten, lactose. So eating a diet that is really tailored for you is going to be very important. Good food combinations can include things like protein and fat. So don't be afraid to put lots of fats into your diet. Avocados, nuts, oils are a really good source of fats, and they can be quite filling as well. Protein is also a really great source, as I mentioned. And if you can combine protein maybe with carbohydrate post-meal, that's not a bad combination. So perhaps eggs on toast after an exercise session is going to be a good combination, because the protein will slow down the release of the carbohydrate. So that's the kind of thing I would say is going to be good for energy. So slow release, lasting foods, enjoyable foods, and foods that are totally tailored to you. That's it from me. I'll talk to you next week.